Had a good day off yesterday. We watched some TV in bed in the morning, ate breakfast, went to Costco, watched more TV in the afternoon, went for a walk, ate dinner, and then watched the movie and more TV. I don't know if trying to write in a way that is more deliberate or on a theme or thought is really what I'm looking for from the process. Instead, it seems like what I'm happy about is writing a lot of words. I always am happy when I look at the word count and see that I've hit a higher number rather than not, and it seems that I can never tell which ideas are good or not until I edit later. Judging what I'm writing while writing doesn't lead to anything that I'm interested in. Instead, what works is writing as much as possible and then reviewing it later and seeing what worked and what didn't. Even writing about writing. For a while, I felt like I was doing it too much and I should stop. I tried to turn the direction of things and I just kept coming back to it. I imagine after a while I'll either get it out of my system or maybe I won't. As usual, there isn't a secret for doing anything. There isn't a shortcut or a method that will ever beat putting the time in. I think one distinction I'm noticing is panicking while writing and racing to write a lot versus writing a lot and staying calm. Maybe that's the skill set to learn. The skill is to let go of the judgment and know that in the edit I will be able to spot what's helpful. There's a difference between force and effort. I value them both. Forcing myself to work is important. Going against my nature and limitations in order to do something that I haven't done before. I do think it's important and valuable to force myself to do things. Effort seems more about the ability to sustain a certain activity. I have the sense that there is a certain amount of violence implied with the word force, and effort has more to do with stamina. Writing takes a certain amount of force to get going and to push through the pockets of effort that come as they do. What is most important, the foundation of it, is devoting consistent time to the practice of it. Without that, there is nothing. With the devotion of time comes the ability to exert effort and to apply force. With time, effort, and force comes strength. I would like to always be in a position where I'm strengthening my writing. It does not seem like the kind of thing where a person could ever hit their limit. It seems like I'll probably go on for the rest of my life trying to be a better writer. Genre-wise, it seems like I've found myself in a very simple and naturalistic place. I'm not writing any fiction. I suppose I'm journaling more than writing a diary. There's a difference between the two. I do often write diary entries, but more so I think I'm writing a journal. I often get annoyed writing diary entries, having to write what happened as it happened, trying to remember all the facts. I'm not good at recalling my memories. It seems more like a chore than when I'm writing my thoughts down in any given moment, capturing thoughts in the vacuum of the present moment as opposed to trying to dig up and accurately chronicle the past. Inherently, the process will be self-indulgent. There isn't much a way around it. I suppose it's the excess of show, maybe to others in general, that begins to be an issue. I'm unsure exactly what the parallels are and if it matters at all. Worrying about being self-indulgent is a trap for becoming self-conscious and insecure. It doesn't really help anyone. I can't really imagine a writer I admire sitting around and worrying about self-indulgence and that being the thing that makes them better or worse at their craft. It seems that you have to let yourself fully exhaust your thoughts and then go back in and take the parts that are useful and leave behind the ones that are not. It's obvious when you go back what you want to keep and develop and what you don't. If you were to leave it all on the table, without any edits and demand it was all genius because you made it, that is excess. You do not just put the dead bird on the table and force everyone to eat, saying that it is good enough by virtue of you being the one who brought it. I will make another coffee now, before Nora is awake from her nap.